In the last couple of years, the new home construction industry has been, well, to be blunt, a huge mess. But with the recent shifts in the market, we're also starting to see some changes with new construction. In today's video, I'm going to talk about the pros and cons of building a new home in today's market and what that means for you. Stay tuned. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Andrea Delancy. I've been a realtor in the Jacksonville, Florida area for almost 18 years, and I'm here to help you upgrade your home and lifestyle. If you're new here, I post weekly videos about what it's like living in Northeast Florida and all things real estate. Be sure to like and subscribe to stay in the know, and you can always visit my website for more information. If you've been following the real estate market in the last couple of years, you've heard all about the craziness we've experienced with the bidding wars and record price increases. You may have even put your own moving plans on hold because of it. It's been tough out there for buyers. It's not only affected the resale market, but the new construction industry as well. With the high demand in our area, combined with an extremely low inventory of homes, a lot of buyers were hoping new construction would be a great way to have more choices and more control over the process. Unfortunately, the builders' response to the strong sellers market made it just as tough to navigate building a home as it has been to finding an existing home. And in some cases, it's been worse. In fact, after some of the terrible experiences my clients and I have had in recent years with builders, along with feedback from colleagues, I've had to be very honest about the risks that come along with building and the fact that it might not be the best choice. But here in the Jacksonville area, as in other markets around the country, the recent rise in interest rates has sparked some welcome shifts in the real estate market, and it's been a breath of fresh air for buyers. This shift is also translating over to the new construction industry now. Does that mean it's a good time to reconsider building your next home? Let's talk about some of the pros and cons to new construction right now, and you can decide. Let's start with the pros. Number one, incentives are coming back. Since the buyer demand has slowed down a bit in the last 6 to 8 weeks, we're actually starting to see the builders in our area bring back incentives. Recently, I've seen them advertising to pay more towards buyer closing costs, which is usually linked to using their preferred lender. But in most cases, the rates and fees are competitive, and it makes sense to use their lender. I've also seen them offering to buy down the interest rate, which is a big factor right now. And some builders are paying for a long-term rate lock while you're waiting for the home to be built. This is huge for you as a buyer, especially if you're already shopping at the top of your budget, where a rate increase could affect qualifying for the home once construction is complete. Number two, opportunities to negotiate on price. New construction homes have seen some of the largest price increases over the past 2 years and at a record pace. So now as the market cools off, in some cases, they're having to adjust those prices. More recently, I've actually been able to negotiate the price on behalf of my buyers. And some builders are reducing prices on upcoming inventory homes. And while it's only in certain situations right now, I think it will continue to get easier to find those opportunities moving forward. Number three, increasing inventory. In the last couple of years, it's been nearly impossible for builders to keep up with the high demand. Their inventory of available home sites and homes has been very limited, with them often trying to control the pace by only releasing a certain number of homes at a time. This, of course, is what led to the bidding format for new construction of homes as well. But now, because the builders had already ramped up their production before things started to slow down, many of them have homes already in the process of being permitted and at various stages of construction. Since they aren't selling at the same fast pace as they were a few months ago, we're going to start seeing a healthy increase in the available inventory of new homes. Now, let's talk about some of the cons. Number 1, long and uncertain build times. Unfortunately, it's going to take some time for the builders to catch up on what they've already sold and have in progress. It could take many months. Until that happens, we're still experiencing longer than normal build times. If you're thinking about building a home, just be prepared. It could take anywhere from 9 to 14 months for your home to be completed. It varies by the builder, and it's still pretty common for the expected completion dates to change over the course of the process. And that may not necessarily be a deal breaker for you, but it does require some extra planning, especially if you have a home to sell and are trying to coordinate those two transactions. It's important to plan for possible delays. Number 2, quality control. Another downside to the builders being so far behind and still experiencing some labor and supply shortages is that it's also affecting their quality control. Guys, they're missing things. I had a walkthrough with one of my new construction clients recently. It was just prior to the drywall being installed. It's when you go through the home with the building superintendent and verify all the options you chose are there, like electrical, plumbing, and any other extras that have to go in before they install the drywall. In this particular case, the superintendent was in a rush because he was overbooked that day. He said he already confirmed everything was correct and tried to get my buyer to just sign off. After I insisted we put eyes on all these options that were supposedly confirmed, we found 7 items that had been missed. These are extra options my buyer paid for. So you just have to be super diligent about making sure things are getting done the right way. And this is where it's a huge benefit to have an experienced agent who knows the building process watching out for you. Number 3, less customization. One of the reasons most people want to consider building a new home is the fact that you can personalize the home with both structural and interior design options. Unfortunately, in an effort to maintain more control over the process and offset delays, many builders have taken away the option to make design selections. And they're only offering floor plans that they've chosen with pre-selected interior finishes, and they're only making them available for sale once they've been approved through county permitting, which also means they're past the point of being able to make any changes. So even though you're getting a new construction home, you may not necessarily have the same opportunities to personalize it. Again, it does vary among the builders, and I think as the market continues to shift, we will see it go back to the full customization experience. But for now, it's something to be aware of, and just confirm the options you have, if any, before you commit to building. Overall, I think we're headed back in the right direction, where new construction will have less challenges and will go back to being a great option for a lot of buyers. For now, I'll continue being honest and forthright in my experiences with new construction, cautioning you about all the possible pitfalls and giving you all the information you need to make an informed decision on whether or not new construction is the right choice for you. That's all for today, guys. As always, if I can help answer any questions about your plans to buy or sell, you can reach out to me anytime. My contact information is always in the description. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.